Hello all and good day to you. It's me, Gauri here. Welcome to this tutorial on ABAP coding with AI using Orient Activate. In this course, we are going to see how Activate can be used not just as a code suggestion tool, but as a complete code generation workflow for ABAP developers. We will start from a functional specification document, generate the required ABAP artifacts. The idea is to understand how an AI-generated ABAP solution can move from a business requirement into real SAP objects using a structured process. Plan, generate, refine, validate, accept, and deploy. Now let's begin by opening Activate. We are starting from the Eclipse home screen. From here, open the Activate window. Inside Activate, you can access the settings and configure the required options for your development flow. Next, we can fetch the available transport requests. Activate also shows the project dropdown, where the ABAP projects available in Eclipse are listed. Select the required ABAP project from this dropdown. Once the project is selected, Activate fetches the packages from the ABAP project. Now let's create a new transport request. Enter the description, select the type of request, and provide the target. Next, create a new package. Provide the package description and assign it to the transport request. Now we have a functional specification document for an S-flight demo scenario. The requirement is to generate a report for flight revenue and capacity utilization. The user should be able to enter basic selection criteria such as airline, connection, and flight date range. Based on this input, the report should display flight level or route level information in an ALV output. The report should clearly show flight capacity and utilization. It should also show revenue or payment value wherever it is available in the source data. The output should be easy to filter, sort, download, and review. The document also contains the scope, selection screen details, output requirements, data sources. Now, upload the functional specification document and click on Generate from FSD. Activate now starts designing the architecture using AI. We're speeding up a bit here as it can take a few minutes to generate. Using Claude API over OpenAI API can make the artifacts generation faster. It generates a plan along with the dependency tree. Here we can see that it has generated a structure, a class, and a report. As a developer, you can export this plan as a JSON file, store it in your system, and later import it back into Activate to resume your work. On this panel, you can see the names of the artifacts generated for the plan. Under the status column, Activate shows whether the generated artifact name already exists in SAP or not. If there is a naming conflict, click on Resolve Conflict. A window appears suggesting a suffix for the artifact name. Click OK and the artifact names will be updated. You can now see that the status column is updated for each artifact. Click on Sync Prompts so that the updated names are reflected properly. If you do not want to use the name suggested by the system, you can use Rename Artifact and give your own preferred name. If you are not satisfied with the generated plan, click on Edit Prompts. Any changes you make here will be reflected when the artifacts are generated. Now let's generate the artifacts. Here again, we are speeding up the video. Usually this process will take a couple of minutes more than what we see here. You can see the DDIC object getting generated. You can also see the source code being generated. Expand the code section to view and analyze the generated code. If you are not happy with the generated code, you can provide a refinement for that specific artifact. Here I am giving a refinement and generating it again. Activate is now regenerating the code. When we scroll down, we can see that the requested change has been incorporated. If you want to refine all artifacts together, click on Refine Plan. This takes you back to the generated plan, where you can provide refinement at the plan level. Now let's generate it again. Once the code is generated, you can also export it as a .abap file, store it in your system, and later import it using Activate to resume your work. Now it is time to deploy the artifacts into SAP. There are two options here. The first option is to click Deploy to SAP, and then use AI fixes to fix any issues. Since AI may not always fix everything completely, the second option is more convenient. That option is Deploy plus AI Fix. This combines deployment and AI-based fixes in one flow, and I would recommend using this option. So let's choose Deploy plus AI Fix. Now you can see the status as deployed, and Activate is performing multiple iterations of AI fixes. Once this is complete, we can check the project folder and confirm whether the artifacts are deployed in the selected SAP package. You can see a preview of the code in the package here and use the diagnose and fix functionality if there are any errors. But that will be for another video. Now it is time to generate the TSD. Accept all the generated artifacts and proceed to generate the technical specification document. We are fast-forwarding this section of the video here. Usually, the speed of the TSD generation will depend on the artifacts that have been generated and the model that's chosen. We can see the expanded preview of the TSD here. We also have an option to refine the TSD if you are not satisfied with the current TSD. Now we can export the technical specification document into our system. That's it for this tutorial. We have seen how to use Orient Activate to upload a functional specification document, generate an ABAP plan, resolve artifact conflicts, refine the generated code, deploy the objects into SAP, and finally generate the TSD. Thank you for watching. I hope this video was helpful. See you in the next one.